Top 7 will transfer to the A main. Let's take a look at your starting grid. Going to be the 22C of Vincent Evanson out of Lovelock, Nevada. And the 87 is Joel Bashore out of Boone. Row 2, Jacob Murray out of Hartford. And the 28R is Russ Dickerson out of Boone. Row number 3 to the inside, the B24 of Owen Barnhill from Milton, Florida. The 10 of Jeremy Mills out of Clear Lake. Row number 4 out of Rockford, Iowa, it is Jerry Flippo, the 13. Xander Keelan making his way up into the modified division. The driver hails out of Ferguson, calls Bakersfield, California home. Driving the 93, that is Lance Murphy out of Bangor, Iowa. And Jacob Snyder out of Dunkerton, scheduled to be there in the 98. There he is. So it looks like Xander Keelan going to opt the tail of this one. First night out in that Friesen performance, IMCA modified. Welcome for a little live look in. Not sure how long Ian's going to stay with it. I'll maybe tell him when to shut it off. Here we go. Green flag up. This is a modified heat race, Ian. Down the back straightaway, here we go. It will be Bashore, your race leader. Joel Bashore right on up front, showing the way. Down the back straightaway, it'll be Joel Bashore up front. Down the front straightaway, they'll bring him in, hustling on into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, hang on. Easy yellow flags out. The 93 machine coming to an abrupt stop there on the back straightaway. So caution coming out for the 93 of Lance Murphy. Caution lights on. Still some debris on the back straightaway. You see the old dirt doctor going to go pick her on up. For those of you watching a little live look in here, I got to check with Ian here. We're going to shut it off after this one is what you're saying, Ian? No? How many mod heat races? We're going to give them all 3 mod heat races? 2 mod heat races, 1? 1 mod heat race? 2? I was waiting for the confirmation up there. All right. Oh, he's texting. That's why he can't shake the camera. Here we go. Green flag looking to come out. Joel Bashore, your race leader. Oh, I see. It was after the support mods. Mods and stocks were given him. All right. Here we go. Clear as mud. Mud is clear. She's a little muddy on the bottom, and that's where Joel Bashore is liking to get that grip. And hang on tight for the ride. Is that 87 machine right there, the 22C of Vincent Evanson out of Nevada. They're right there hustling on in. He'll hustle the top of the racetrack. It'll be the 48 of Murray, the 10 of Mills, and the 13 of Flippo. Jerry Flippo down to the bottom, going to follow the tire tracks of the 48 machine of Murray. That's going to let the 10 of Mills get around the top of the racetrack. He'll hustle it to the bottom. Whoa, hang on. The 22 machine of Vinnie Evanson up over the top, hurrying on down. It is the 87 machine of Bashore, the 10 of Mills, 48 of Murray, and the 13 of Flippo. Jacob Snyder up, 22 once again, drives her over the top of turn 1 and 2. We'll see if he can get her moving. Green high, 2 to go. Still sitting out there, the 22 car. Now he'll back it down the hill, I believe. will stay clean and green. The white flag will be coming out. Tough break from the Nevada racer. He'll have to come through the B main later tonight. White flag's out, 1 to go. Down the front straightaway, Moffitt's Ford checkered to the 87 to Joel Bashore. Mills, Flippo, Murray, Snyder, Dickerson, and Barnhill, your top 7. Heat race number 2, going to see Uncle Ronnie. That's Ron Loritz in the 10K out of LaPorte City, Iowa, and Danny 5 from Boxholm, the 7. Row number 2 out of Lincoln, Nebraska, Ashley Schaff in the 95, and this 5ZM is Zachary Madrid out of Boone. Row number 3, the 164 is Ryan Lehman out of Roland, and the 75 is Greg Elliott out of Webster City. Row number 4, it will be the 17 of Corey Sauerman from Johnston, and Doug Riviera out of Yuma, Arizona in the 1R. 5th and final row, it will be the 12 of Brett Ramsey out of Waterloo and the 22K Kevin Rose out of Waterloo. Here we go, getting ready to go for the green flag down into turn number 3 and 4. Nice and easy. Green's up. We're racing. On down into turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be Ron Loritz and then Danny Fye right there side by side. Oh, Fye up the hill, pushed out. Loritz and right there, the 5 ZM machine is Zachary Madrid. We'll see Ramsey and the 1R machine of Doug Riviera out of Yuma getting going. Meanwhile, up front, it is Zachary Madrid, your race leader. Second right now will be that 10K of Ron Loritz and the 164 of Brandon Lehman. Danny Fye's got company with Corey Sauerman. Field of work down the front straightaway. 5ZM machine of Madrid. 10K of Loritz, and now the 17 car right there of Corey Sauerman. A little whoop of smoke. Had to wonder if that was a little tire rub as he's rolled over on the right rear. Pretty tough. Trying to chase down Uncle Ronnie as they work down into turn number 1 and 2. Madrid, your race leader. Loritzen and Sauerman. Greg Elliott back there in the number 4 spot. Field working down Madrid. Side by side for second. Here comes Sauerman made contact with Ron Loritz. Sauerman down through the infield. He will lose just 1 spot. He'll still stay in the points inversion starting spot in the top 12. But man, what a save as he got in there, had to get on the binders. As he will now once again try to rally the troops. That 17 car trying to get back around the 75 machine of Greg Elliott. White flag is waving in the air for Zach Madrid, your race leader. Black car there, Uncle Ronnie seeing that 10K car down around the bottom. Here comes Sauerman and Elliott. Battles for second. Zach Madrid going to win this one in grand fashion. Off of 4, Madrid to the win. Second's going to go to Ron Loritz. Who's it going to be for third? For third, got him. Sauerman, then it's Elliott, Lehman, 5, and Schaff, your top 7. Heat race number 3, going to see the GT1 of Brian F. Camp out of Ankeny and the 7S of David Solberg out of Larned, Kansas. Row number 2, going to be the 40 RC of Rod Clement. Whoops, Sauerman and Loritzen having a little back and forth conversation down there on the infield. Rod Clement, the 40RC, and the 7R of Ethan Roby here in D&E Outside Services Heat Race number 3. Row number 3, it will be the 5 machine of Todd Shute and the 5M of Matthew Meineke out of Jamaica. Row number 4, going to be the 82 of Jake McBurney from Boone. Going to be the 96 out of Bate City, Missouri. That is Cody Brill. Final 2 starters scheduled to be the 72B. That's Jared Ballhagen out of Parkersburg, Iowa. And the 2B is Robert Moore out of Maxwell. Green flag's up, and here we go. Oh, Larnard. Down the front straightaway, it's going to be Todd Shute. Todd Shute to the race lead in the 5 car. The 5M of Matthew Meineke. Sitting there, Jake McBurney going to roll to the bottom. The 82 car. Cody Brill out of Bate City, Missouri. Moving on into the number 4 position. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It will be the 5 machine of Shute. 82 of McBurney, the 5M of Meineke, and the 96 of Brill. That's your top 4. Here in D&E Outside Services Heat Race number 3 for your modifieds. Down the front straightaway, going to still be Shute, your leader. Green hot in the air, Shute, your leader, old Toddzilla. Showing the way off of 2. That'll be the 82 of McBurney, the 5M of Meineke, and the 96 of Brill. Down the back straightaway. Checkered out, Moffitt's forward, checkered flag waving for the 5 of Shute. The 82 machine of McBurney, followed by Meineke, Brill, Roby, Ballhagen, and Moore. Here we go. It is time for some stock cars. Moose Lodge 104 heat race action. We will see on the pole of heat race number 1. That is going to be Derek Reimer, the 17R out of Ames, and the 57H Daniel Hagan from Grimes. Row number 2, 32 Tom Cannon, West Branch, 123 Kyle Rose of Cambridge. David Smith, the 8 car from Lake City, the 77 of Josh Amonte out of Jefferson. 8X of Scott Olson from Blairsburg. 5A Tyler Pickett from Boone. Chase Weimer, 33A out of Eldora, and Parker Schlegel, 47 of Eagle Grove. Here we go. First of 4. Moose Lodge heat races, 4-year stock cars. Parker Schlegel around over there in turn number 1 and 2. We'll see if he can keep her moving. Derek Reimer working right there. It will be 3 wide. Tom Cannon to the bottom of the 32. The 8 of Dave Smith in the tire tracks. Daniel Hagen, the 57H around the outside. 17R of Derek Reimer sitting back there in the number 2 spot. But for how long is here comes David Smith. Smith right there. Going to see Cannon take the 2 spot away, go to 3rd in the 32. The 8 of Smith looking to go 3 from 4. He does so. 17R of Reimer back to 4. Kyle Rose, 123. What a deal. 1, 2, and 3 add them together. He's in 5th. Well, he was. Oh, I can't get 8 to make 6. Anyway, off of turn number 4. 32 of Tom Cannon. Going to let it glide to the top. He'll hustle the back straight away. It'll be that 57H machine of Hagen, your race leader. The 32 of Tom Cannon in 2nd. 3rd right now is David Smith and Derek Reimer in 4th. 5th is the 8X of Scott Olson, your 5th and final car. Look out to transfer. That's going to shake everything up as the 32 of Tom Cannon got crossed up. They'll run him down the front straight away now. Tom Cannon backed up into the top of turn number 3. Daniel Hagen right there in the number 1 spot. The 8 machine of Dave Smith. 17R of Derek Reimer. Green high to the air, 2 to go. Down the front, straight away they'll go. Now down the backside. Daniel Hagen. White flag out. Hagen, Smith, Reimer, Pickett, and Olson. Your top 5 transfer cars. Down the back straightaway, Dave Smith in the 8 car looking to make a move. He'll roll to the bottom. Checkered flag is out. It'll be Daniel Hagen, David Smith, Derek Reimer, Tyler Pickett, and Scott Olson. Here we go, getting ready to come on to the next heat race. It will be heat race number 2, Jason McDowell out of Grand Junction, the 15D on the point. 18 of Tyler Nelson out of Laurelville. Aaron Benz, Humboldt, Iowa, 27B from Humboldt, and the 23HR is Rod Richards out of Madrid. Then we'll go to row number 2 to 3. It'll be the 69. That's the Bobcat, Jonathan Logue. Of course, Wednesday was his birthday. And the 4Ds, Daniel Ayers out of Webster City. Josh Daniels, 25J out of Carlisle. The 12E, Doug Smith from Lake City. Final 2 starters scheduled to be the B21 of Brandon Tharp out of Vinton and the 07 of Chris Wilkie out of Urbandale. This will be your last look in. Last look in here for the on Facebook Live. Plenty of time to head out to IMCA TV, get her purchased on up, so you can watch the rest of the night and the trailer races. Don't want to forget the trailer races. Here we go. Green flags are coming. Down into turn number 1 and 2. McDowell right there. Working on into turn number 3 and off of 4. Down the back straightaway, the Bobcat right there. Working on in. Jonathan Logue to 69 on a Logansport. Down to the inside. He'll motor to the number 1 spot. Nelson to 2nd. 3rd will be Richards, and Daniels is 4th. 5th right now is the 4D of Daniel Ayers. Oh, Ben's a little crossed up on the 12E of Smith. Still going to be the 69 of Jonathan Logue, your race leader. Down the front straightaway, now down the backside along the north chute. It will be Jonathan Logue, Nelson, 1 and 2. Logue right there. Daniels working 2. 3 is the 18 machine of Nelson. Field of work down the front straightaway. Daniels back to second. Now Richards and Smith working. They'll go 3 wide off of 2 and down the back straightaway. Nelson to the top. 12E of 12E of Smith. And then Richards back into the 5th and final transfer spot. This time, tip that green high to the air. 2 to go. Down the front straightaway, white flag in the air, 1 to go. Down the back straightaway, now down the front straightaway to the Moffitt's Ford, checkered. Going to be the 69 of Jonathan Lowe, Josh Daniels, Doug Smith, Tyler Nelson, Rod Richards, your top 5. Run number 1 of heat race number 3. Oh, was that the last one? Yeah, we better sign yet. Okay, so if you've been watching for live, been watching the Facebook Live and all the social media channels, go out to IMCA TV. Get the rest of the night purchased on up. A lot of racing coming. Plus, trailer races tonight. So let's take a look at this pair of cars on the front row. It will be the 12 of Josiah Molds.